nice and early too. Not like last week where I just like kind of got it on time, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I like starting up ahead and early, and everything goes good. And then when the fans come, then they're good to go, which is amazing. Which will be in a few minutes, which will be lovely. But yeah, mostly for the live stream on Friday, that was very good, very good. And I'm glad that Sonic was able to really just watch it, particularly because you were yeah in school at the time, for the previous week when I did the live streams. So yeah, this time you could at least be able to watch it, which was very good. I'm glad for that fact. But yeah, like I said, I had a show just after the live stream for GoldenJRosa, just with the other team that I'm working with. We had a show at Chicago. It was really cool. It's a venue place called Chicago. Soon it will be Chicago in the States with GoldenJRosa, which will be good. And yeah, that show went very well. Off without a hitch, glad for it because yeah, at least that team start getting the right components together so that can can make their shows happen as best as it can. And yeah, the sound was good, the show was good, the audience was good, and nothing much to say. But all my work there is done. It is all finished. So yeah, as that like leg um, of the tour and show dates with the residency in Chicago draws to its conclusion, it's pretty much just Golden J Rosa from there on forward, and which I'm glad for because yeah, a year ago today was when I put the first post out, um, promoting and obviously yeah promoting the first single, which is Roses. And a year later, I'm very pleased and glad and happy to say that the album, since it released on December 17th, has been amazing. Like, it's grown so much and it's growing even quicker. The audience, the Golden J Rosa fan base and fans, it's just like seriously growing so quickly, which I am so happy for. Yeah, like it's gonna be great and awesome to soon see you all live for live performances, live shows, live concerts for Golden Gyros, and then all the merch that comes along with it, then meet and greets, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. And consequently to that, there's three new singles that is already gonna that is confirmed for release in February, from the second album, and then likewise the fourth and fifth single will be releasing likewise in March, leading into April with the album release, which will be good. Maya Mo Freeman. Hey, how you doing? Hi. I only got the one phone with me right now, so usually I check the two phones. And yeah, the other phone I was just busy with a lot of work just for, getting Golden J Rosa to grow. So yeah, I just inverted this camera, so I'll be like one on one with you guys today. I won't have the other phone checking in. It's like, okay, you guys are commenting, and then from here I would like just respond. Now I'll be with you all the way. Yeah. And who's this? Jess. Hey Jess, how you doing? So to Freeman, Mo Freeman, I'm just gonna use the end of your handle. Pleasure having you here on Rosa Sunday. I see you have a whoa, that's a nice profile picture. Is it somebody related to you? Is it your I don't know. It's like a little human with a diploma and like that graduation hat. It's really lovely to see. But yeah, thank you for joining today on Rosa Sundays. It's really awesome having you here. And then likewise to Jez, hi, both of you. Thank you for commenting and chatting, and that's what Rosa Sundays is about, right? Everybody just sharing who they are, how their week has been, how their day has been, or the weekend, and yeah, just a cool safe space for everybody just to have fun, interact with each other, interact with me. For the most part, I always just like discuss um, a lot of the recent news and updates that has been happening with my brand, and then from there I just engage with you as the fans, which is also amazing. Yeah, it was you when you were young. Oh wow, that's so cute. Really, that is amazing. Just as sort of like whoa. I'm not sure because usually like you know when I look at like the profile pictures and all that, it's either something you like or it's you never know what it can be. Hence, I asked. It's way different than actually meeting and talking with everybody in person, right? So it's like so much more open ended. I have to just ask. It's like, so is that you, or is it somebody else, or a relative? No, that's cute. So, like, where were you? What school did you attend? And like, what stage of your journey was it? Like, was it kindergarten or like junior primary? You 10 now? Oh, lovely. That's cool. So, when was that? And do you mind me asking, which school are you going to and where? Like, um, in the world are you from? Oh, that's cool. You keep it as confidential as you can. Totally understand. That is perfect. So yeah, like I said, it's pretty much a year on from when the first single for my brand released. Well, not really released, when I started doing the promo and PR, and it was actually by chance that I saw that. So I'm busy on like Instagram, just scheduling all the posts for the month and what's to come, so that the fans can be aware of it. And most of the time, I do it myself. And as it came up, this was the post, and I actually made this post as well to share it. So I know it's gonna be inverted, but anyway, yeah, it is. And when I came up on Instagram, it's like this was a year ago today. I'm like, oh wow, how cool is that? So yeah, this is Wonder. Roses was the first single to release, and then yeah, it was Roses on February 14th, 2025, Valentine's Day, and Wonder was scheduled to come out as the third single, and then obviously the t-shirts, J Rosa merch t-shirts available, and yeah, this is pretty much it. And then that kind of just describes my whole journey, like from the beginning of like what I can do now, and when I was born and where I was born, and yeah, my hometown where I grew up in, and then like my early introductions into music, and then just like in short the whole like journey of me from when I was like 3 years old, and I heard like, yeah, I said it right here. Where is it? Um, well, 3, 4. When my mother had bought me like Eminem's album Encore, and then like a Walkman at the time, which is similar to an iPod, just before it really got what you call, before it became an iPod. So let's see what you're saying, Freeman. You in primary school? Oh, that's cool. Year 5. Okay, that's great. Grade 5. That's really cool. That's really cool. And then who's this? The British Pretz. Bro's recording on a Nokia. No, I'm not recording on a Nokia. That was quite funny. Um, I'm just live streaming from my Samsung. But yeah, the other one. The other one's inside. Usually I have two phones, so then the one is doing a live stream, then I can like see all of your responses here. But I was busy with quite a bit of like work on that phone, so I was like, ah, shoot, I'm gonna just do it like directly, yeah. But that was quite funny, Nokia. But yeah, British Perch, it's really cool meeting you, Pretz. That's your YouTube channel name, and yeah, welcome to Rosa Sundays. I'm Joe Rosa, and yeah, this is like a safe space for my fans to really just engage with me and like just share how their week has been, how their weekend has been. And yeah, likewise, I just talk about like the music and album releases that I've got going, so from the music side, and then soon to be the live concerts in person. And yeah, and then the Fridays, I do live streams showcasing, well, what came from my album, which is really really great. You from Britain? Oh, that's cool. I like Britain. Britain, I like it a lot. Yeah, I have a lot of good friends from Britain, and yeah, I had a lot of good friends from Britain, even yeah, which is good. Very very good. So yeah, this was the first poster, and this is pretty much where like I really wrapped my mind around on how I want to really get my music out into the world, and just making the dream come true. And the first album's done, the second album's to be released, the third album I'm almost finished with it, and by the fourth album, it is finally like the theme of it where I'm at. So it's like it's finally dreams made real, and I know I just use it like very vaguely, dreams made real, but obviously my world, my dreams made real. But whatever connotation and meaning that has to all of you, I hope and believe that it serves you all well, which will be very good, because it's possible. Hey, Electron, how you doing? Awesome seeing you. And then Ashness, I'm from Ireland. I'm Irish. Oh, that's brilliant. That's seriously cool. I love that this like YouTube channel is starting to like really circulate around the UK and like Ireland and Scotland and all that. So no, that's brilliant. Seriously, that's amazing. And then the Bridge Pritz. You like pretzels? Oh, pretzels are amazing. Seriously, like pretzels are nice. I agree with you on that. Like toast. No, but seriously, welcome, Electron. Hi, Electron, and then as well, Ashness 8007. That's a weird way of saying it, 8007. But Ashton, seriously, welcome. And yeah, welcome to Rosa Sundays. It's really cool. And what's your YouTube about, by the way? Okay, so this YouTube channel specifically, it's largely and solely about my music interest and my music taste. And thank you, Ashness. I'm so glad that you do. So yeah, like I started playing guitar around about the time I was 12. And then from there, like, I really just got so enamored by the fact of like rock stars and all that. And I was like, I really want to make this like dream real and really see how it comes about, right? So I shared my whole story from all of that from the beginning of like jamming guitar and playing guitar and then like playing covers of my favorite bands. And thank you so much for all the likes and the hearts and the party emojis, which is really cool. I'll answer your next question now in a bit, Ashley. Let me just finish the British Pritz's answer, and then yeah, I'll get to yours right now. Seriously, thank you. And then yeah, it just ever so evolved because before I really got into my music, my main priority, I always had like three things I'd do. So I'd do my academics and my school, and then I'll do my sports, and then with my sport, then consequent to that, I'll do arts. Right now, not just music only. I do um, like the acting, theater arts, and then I would also do written art, like literature and all that, and visual arts, painting, and etc., and photography and all that. So this is usually what was always happening at my school. We had a good trifecta of academics, sports, and art. And as my life went on, I really went into becoming a professional tennis player, and then likewise, like really just making my music happen as for fun, getting bands together. Eventually, I was working in studios like the national studios where I live and recording for different artists and all that. So that dream like kind of grew on its own without even me thinking about it. And then yeah, when I was done with the tennis for some time, and I only really now play with like my partner and my son, not so much professionally, and I'm more focused with my music professionally per se. I love business and then entrepreneurship and all that. And then I was like, hey, let me just do it my music. Let's just put more albums out there, do more shows because I used to do that in anyway, right? And all the point of this YouTube channel was to do what all I do in person, just to put it on the internet, like very raw, very uncut, and yeah, to bring like my fans along the journey of when I start putting out published content, polished and published content, it's art. Okay, so my main artist channel is called Golden J Rosa, and you'll just search it up. It comes up on YouTube, Spotify, etc., Apple Music. And yeah, the album is there. You can listen to the album. You can listen to the singles, and then obviously live performances and all that. So yeah, just have a browse through. Like this channel, I put out demos of some of the songs that would be on the album, and then just me jamming guitar and like having fun. And then like more so recently, I've been doing more live streams promoting the album. So yeah, my channel is basically about more of my music and my guitar journey and artist journey as a whole. Just put in simple words. Okay, Ashness, let's get to your question. I am from South Africa, and yeah, I'm from South Africa in Johannesburg, and I don't know much else to say about that. Because I was born and raised in South Africa, Johannesburg, and yeah, for the most part of my life until 2016, then I was traveling and making my dreams come true in tennis and my music in Europe, which was great. And then to Mo Freeman, you turned 10 on the 10th. Oh wow, happy birthday! Seriously, happy birthday, Mo. That's cool. That's really amazing. And you were born in 2016. Wow, it is cool. It is cool and so interesting. So like literally I'm reaching the demographics of age that is new generation, like younger. Because at that time I was 2016. When you were born, I was 16. I was 16 yet to turn 17 and I went to Europe. And yeah, that was literally when I started like making my dreams come true of like having a rock band and all that. So that is so cool to see. And then yeah, Ashness, totally, it's very cool. I must say, like I've come to appreciate South Africa a lot more since I've come back from Europe. It's very unique in the country, in the terrain, and more so with my music. Like there's some seriously rock heads here in South Africa, which is really cool. For the most part, I was always like, and again, like my father's from Europe, so I'm born in South Africa. My mother's from South Africa, and my father's family's from Europe. So it's like two different worlds, right? So when I was in Europe, for me, it was like home, because of the like the way my father is. It's very similar to, well, everything in Europe. Like that's all it is. So when I got there, it's like, hey, this is cool. I'm at home. And then when I got back here and I was like appreciating South Africa for what it is, I'm like, yeah, it's nice. It's a nice place. It's a really nice place. You're quarter Scottish. Whoa, we're gonna get along well. That I can tell you now. Seriously, like, um, yeah, like my best friends and like good friends are all from the UK. Like seriously, the longest standing like friendships and relationships that I had always been from the UK, specifically like England and Scotland. Ireland is quite new recently. I've been enjoying making like Irish friends. Like the UK is seriously amazing. And hi, but yeah, where in Scotland are you from? And then before I carry on, like, well, yeah, I'll hear you out on that, and then I'll move on to the like the next slide poster that I've got, which is pretty cool. I already introduced the first one, which is lovely, very lovely. You don't know. Oh, that is funny. That's cool. No worries. Let's carry on. Okay, this is the second poster. Now, soon at some of the GoldenJRosa shows, these ones are already signed and autographed. So trustfully, when you see me touring in Scotland and wherever else the tour will go, yeah, these ones are already signed, officially signed, and then yeah, they'll be on sale for all you awesome fans. Don't worry, like we'll make it a very affordable price, which at this point everything is growing, so that's what's needed. No, I asked today. Cool. No, that's all cool. Ask, and then yeah, when you know either today's live stream for Rosa Sunday or the next Rosa Sunday, then you just yeah, let me know. Pop pop in when you come. It'll be cool. Just remember, every Friday I do live streams of the album that has just now released. Like I've been saying um, to the British Prets. That is such a cool YouTube name. YouTube channel name. Yeah, the Sundays is mostly just me interacting with the fans and meeting new fans as well, which is also amazing. And then the Fridays is definitely like way more centered for showcasing of the album and the material that I have out there, but obviously raw and uncut, mostly just me and guitar and vocals. And then soon, very soon, you'll like see the whole band together because that's what I'm busy getting together, which is gonna be good. Okay, this one. When did this one? And you see, like I literally tic tac toe to the British Preds. I registered this song for the UK and Ireland charts, which is amazing. So tic tac toe, go have a look at it. That's how it looks like. That's the cover art. And yeah, when did this one? Like, which poster was this? The inception of GoldenJRosa, May 23rd, 2022, the beginning of the brand's superstar. On his return to South Africa, the story begins for performing his first rock show at Rumors in January in Cape Town. Oh yeah, okay. So this is describing like when I come back from. I was in Europe and then I went to Mozambique for some time. It was so cool because at that time, like obviously the world was down on a pandemic, and then I really felt like Jack Sparrow or Walt Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean. Like the world is literally completely shut down, but I'm enjoying myself on this tropical island until the world comes back to its senses. And when it did, then I came back to South Africa, which was so cool. Then yeah, I had a show with the pet project I had at the time, similar to Slash, like with Slash the Snake Pit. And then I was really getting my mind around to like getting this brand identified in the way that I wanted to be received as, right? I like pop music. I really love my rock music, like as a whole. Everybody knows that. But I love both worlds. It's like seriously a lot. Like the pop side of things is like very much the softer side of me, which is really cool. Hey, Brendan McKinley, it's so cool seeing you. Hi, greetings from Ireland. It's been so cool. Yeah, it's been some time since I had seen you on the live stream. Really lovely. And I love that you put the flag every single time. Here's the flag on this poster, right? So this single is registered on the UK and Ireland charts. Tic Tac Toe. But yeah, lovely seeing you. Seriously, lovely seeing you. Yes, you were here before. Definitely, I know that. I'm just saying I. And again, like you weren't on the like the recent ones, but you were around. I know that. Definitely, it's very brilliant. No, like I really wanted Tic Tac Toe to be registered for the UK and Ireland charts, and as it grows, like to the fans in Ireland and the UK, I credit a lot of like my imaginative juices to the places there because yeah, like that, I believe that's like more of my source of where I create most of my art. Like it was so cool. The show I had on Friday, there's this this place is called Chicago's, right? And it was pretty cool. We're doing this MJ tribute show and all that, and a lot of the people that had seen me at that show really wanted me to meet like the managers and the owners of the restaurant next to it, which is La Rosa. And obviously, my brand is named Golden J Rosa, and I'm J Rosa. And I go to the place and it's like so cool and it's amazing and I love the way it looks. And the moment the manager looks at me, it's like, "Yo, you look like Willy Wonka." I'm like, "I'm okay with that. Like, really, I'm okay." Especially I had my green top hat on and I'm dressed like in pink. And about like, wow, 21 years ago. Yeah, 21 years ago, my first movie that I'd bought when I was six, well, 20 years ago, was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Tim Burton and Johnny Depp's one. And when I watched it, I'd watch that DVD over and over and over and over until like I literally knew the lines to the script. Hence, it was the inspiration of this album art, right? And this is cool because then in 22, I actually lived the dream that I'd watched in the movie. And I'd entered, well, as a part of this competition with the how do you say it? This developing app called Filmora at the time. Now it's been around for some time. So in 2022 into 2023, it was developing, and I caught onto it just before like it really released. And yeah, I was part of the developers, testing it with like artists and like cinematographers and video editors and all that. And I was like just so aligned with everything that I'm busy with, right? Because I create most of the art and everything for my brand of music, right? And it was cool because they're like, listen, create art and then like promote it on your social handles and yeah, you get to keep your content and you can literally just, oh, Mo Freeman, bye, got to go, cool, but I'll see you soon, have a good day, and then yeah, have fun at school as well and do well at school and have a lovely Sunday and enjoy with your family, okay? Lovely seeing you. So yeah, then as are you going to sing or Oh, not today, Brendan. So usually on Sundays, I just chat with you guys and share like how the journey has gone along to releasing the singles and the album. But on Friday, yes. So every Friday I sing and I showcase and perform the songs from the album, and well, the songs that were singles that also come from the same album leading into the next album releases. So I just like kind of share more backstories now on the Sundays, chatting with everybody. And then on the Fridays, that is where I do most of the performing and the singing and the showcasing of all the material on the album. So yeah, and yeah, this is like how Wonder came along. I was part of Famora, long story short, and then the competition came around just before Wonka released, and I was so excited because I was part of like the artists that were literally like creating that trend for when Wonka the movie releases. And yeah, um, just before the movie released in January of 24, I recall, I then was a part of the like literally the five golden ticket winners, um, to win with their art, and then there was a couple of videos that we had created as well. And I won $100. I got to keep my material art content, and then yeah, use it. It was amazing. That was um, a complete honor and pleasure working with Formora on that, and like obviously getting their brand and app more recognition, more downloads, and you know the rest. Because then yeah, then from the business side, everything moves along, which is great. And looking forward to it. Oh, brilliant! Thank you, Brendan. Seriously, thank you very much. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. Definitely. So yeah, like I said, the Sundays is just more chatting, interacting with the fans, and you guys get to know each other as well. And then I share like where the brand has come from. It's like obviously it's a part of my journey, everything that I've created and what I've gone through that like influenced me to create what I'm creating is pretty much what I do and share on the Sundays. And then likewise, sometimes I just have simple conversation like, "How's your day been?" and "What you guys are doing?" and this, that, and the other. So yeah, are you an artist as well? Yes, I am. Painting, drawing, um, writing. Just before you joined, I was actually explaining how like I got into the point of like creating art, right? And it was like a lot of like where I'm at now. I was heavily influenced from my school, and then obviously personal interests and tastes of what was around me with my friends and their parents and what we discovered on our own, which was also really quite stellar. So yeah, and then who's this? That I am. Yes, that I am. And definitely Brendan. Wow. I must say, like, my journey was very rich in, I have to say, wondrous, because hence like I have such an akin to um well the UK and most particularly Queen. Queen was a band that my family always had playing like in the radio, in the house, even this karaoke thing that I'd gotten for one Christmas when I was like 4. The songs I gravitated towards was Queen songs, which was so cool. And without even thinking about it, it just happened. And then when I got my first phone, all the songs I had downloaded on that phone at the time was just Queen. Like there was another one, Bites the Dust, You're My Best Friend, We Will Rock You, and then had become that like was all just around, which was so cool. And then yeah, let's see. This one was just describing like yeah the album release, and then like I said, Tic Tac Toe was released, registered on the UK and Ireland charts, and I'm actually and again was just leading into the festival that I was scheduled to headline on the third day last year, which was really amazing. It was so cool, and I got to do a so which was growing. It's really been so amazing, and I've been having fun with it. Did the sounds of the birds and the ocean inspire you? They do largely, like seriously, they do. The one track titled Ladybird, that's on. the official artist account. You can even see it here. I got like all the posters that I've been making, right? Ladybird. That one was largely inspired by the sounds of the birds. And that's like a double whammy answer for me because here in the area where I live in, Henley on Klip, it's so similar to Europe. Like everything about it. Like there's a little bit of like English people here, then there's a lot like it's like the English section, then there's the Italians, and then there's the French and all that, which I love, and then like the Germans and etc. 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 And there's so many birds here. There's many birds. There's eagles. There's owls in the evening. And as I started writing the song Ladybird, I'd gotten this yellow bag. You'll see it on the cover art on the official artist account, right? I got the bag, and from there I started writing, and myself and my partner then had just met, and yeah, we were playing a lot of tennis, and I was like, I really want to write a song and have like the birds in the background. And from there, that song came to be, and I finished write the song. It's like something similar to Sheryl Crow. I want to have fun, but just like obviously with different lyrical composition and the atmosphere of just being relaxed and like really enjoying yourself around nature. And when I finished write the song lyrically and musically, I came out into my front garden, right? I came out into the front garden, and there was a section where the birds were just like really, really like singing and chirping and like doing what birds do. And I recorded that. And in the beginning of the song, you can literally hear like the tweet, 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 tweet of the birds, which is so cool. And then the ocean. I love the ocean. The ocean really, really makes me feel so at home, like very at home, like this deep sense of feeling connect to where I'd come from. Like I always had this like thing saying to my um, partner and one friend, I'm like, I definitely think and believe I had to have been a mermaid because coming onto the land has been always like a weird, how can I say, a weird feat. I love swimming. Swimming was my first sport that I did, and ever since then, I always loved swimming. I love a swimming pool, and I love water. Like seriously, I always love dolphins too. Like that's my favorite animal, dolphin. And where do you see yourself in 5 years? Wow, I like that question because I've been already planning like my next 10 years last year for where I see myself being. Okay, where I see myself in the next 5 years, I have my own house, living in my own house with my own car, my own friends and family in my circle that I wish to choose and create, and having Golden J Rosa shows with the tour name as Once in This Lifetime. No, My World Once in This Lifetime World Tour. So definitely having a sold out successful world tour with my music and brand, um, and truly the world that I believe and wish I can create. So my house, my family, my friends, everything that I like, and yeah, like pretty much like the fourth album theme and idea that I've got is called Dreams Made Real, right? And by the time I write that album, I would definitely want all those dreams to be real. Am I married? Hmm. Hmm. How do I answer this? I'm joking. It's easy. No, I'm not married. Not yet. In time, but not now. Not yet. In time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm very excited for the future, especially like everything that I'm laying into be right now. It's definitely coming to pass. I know on like especially on the social medias, like I put like Grammy Award win and all this, but it was cool because like most of my content has been resonating with some of these people that have been winning like obviously these awards. Jared Leto the other day was actually checking in on some of my content on Instagram. That was so cool. It's like, oh, Jared is so cool. Like literally, um, he was one of the reasons, like not because of me, but like one of the fans that had saw me perform. She was like, "Hey, Mr. J," and I'm like, that sounds so cool. I'm like, "Where do you get that idea from?" She just said, "No, it just seems easy." And in my mind, I literally thought of Suicide Squad the Joker that Jared Leto played there. So when he interacted with some of my content on Instagram, I'm like, yo, this is so cool. I'm loving it. And definitely, I would love to have my house in anywhere in England, in or outside of surrounding London. And then there's this place in Los Angeles called Tarzana. I would definitely want to have a house there. Yeah, between the two. Other than that, then I'm cool. Not really. Okay, is there anything outside music that's important to you? There is. It largely is. Phew, I love tennis. Like, be it in sport now, like, I love tennis a lot. Like, plentiful. And between tennis, like, seriously, music is secondary for me. If you say to me, like, let's go play tennis, I'll go play. And especially right now when I'm playing with my partner and her son, it's so cool. Like, it makes me the happiest. Like, seriously, I love being around people that are like-minded like me and resonates with the things that I really do enjoying and the same frequency of like just goodness, wholeness, love, and life. Seriously, she can call me up now. It's like, hey Jordan, you want to go play tennis? And if I'm available, I'm like, yeah, let's go. So that is definitely one. um if I have to take it away from sports, my most favorite thing I like doing is going to the mall. And when I go to the mall, I enjoy going to the cinemas. I love cinemas. Like, seriously, that is like one of the most coolest things that was ever invented, especially when you get good movies, right? Oh, this is definitely something that I love doing way before I started learning guitar, way before I became a tennis professional, but I was already playing tennis. And I was just like me, just a kid who had a friend or friends. And that was actually my friend who was from Scotland. He was here. And then him and I, we went and watched Kung Fu Panda in 2008 when it released in the cinema. And I love that. That is like definitely one thing. I just love the experience. You go, you get your ticket, you get your popcorn and your drink or whatever else as a secondary treat. And you go like sits in this room and with this big screen and the atmosphere about it. Oh, I love it. And just watching this, like, literally for me, it's like this whole world carved out of what is normal, right? Like, what is your day to day, okay? And just for that, like 2 hours, you just get to be in one moment or an hour and a half. And yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is definitely one big one. I like going to the mall, and I really love going to the cinemas. That is like number one peak for me. Okay, if you had a time machine, what would you do, and where would you go? Oh, would you go? Yes. You know, funny enough, this was actually me last year. I felt like I was living my life through like Alice through the Looking Glass, and she finds the chronosphere, right? And she goes back in time, and then she goes into the future, and this and that and the other and back. I felt like I had done that. In terms of going back to the past and learning the lessons down memory lane, I know I've already done that. Right now, honestly, I feel like I'm coming back to my timeline. That I don't feel like I would want to go into the future because I know everything that I'm doing right now from the lessons learned from the past is definitely guaranteeing my future. So I'm for that I'm happy. Um, and I want that to unfold with every bit of excitement that it will bring. I don't want to like be there and say, "Oh, it's like with exact details. This is exactly how it is." No. So definitely returning to my timeline that creates the future that I am destined to live with all my dreams coming true. Hi, Lily. How are you? Oh no, it's great seeing you. Hi again. And then Vlad, how are you doing, Vlad? Definitely you new. And yeah, hello. I love your profile picture. That is really cool. Lily the Silly Bully. Hi again. Lily's so cool. Definitely. And yeah, Vlad, it's a pleasure meeting you and seeing you. And that's good. I'm glad that you're doing well, Lily. That's really amazing. And I'm doing very good too. Thank you. I must say, Brendan, also a really, really cool fan that was a part of a couple of live streams from like yeah last year was on this is on this live stream now, and he's been asking some really cool questions. Like seriously, I was actually enjoying that. So yeah, to wrap up on that, Brendan, I'm glad to return to my timeline right now and then let that timeline unfold into the future because I know it will be good and it's gonna be lovely. So I'm quite happy where I'm at. And then Vlad, what is your favorite color? You know the funny thing with that, Vlad, when I was like 6, I could easily say to you, and like it's light blue. But even then, I liked purple. I really enjoyed purple a lot. Right now, oof, I don't know. I like so many colors. Like really, I do. Like, can I just name them all for you? So I like green. I like white. I still like light blue. Um, I enjoy pink a lot. I always have, to be very honest. And gold, that I do like. I like gold a lot. And then Brendan McKinley. Who would you want to meet alive or dead? Ooh, that is an interesting question. I would actually like to answer both of them. Who would I like to meet alive? Okay, I've already done this from my tennis side. I've met a lot of my role models and heroes in person. So I'm gonna count that one as out. But it, sorry for that. Something just tripped up a bit. Abraham Lincoln is definitely somebody I would like to meet. Like that would be really cool. And then alive, that is a cool one. Alive, I have a list actually, of a couple of people I'd like to meet alive. I'd I feel like I've already met Slash, and in the context that I want to have met him in, I'm sure he's a cool dude. Like talking to him, definitely, I'm sure of that. But he's not like a priority. I'd say, I'd say Pink, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars from my music side. Okay, and then who? I would definitely like to meet the king. How's that, King Charles? Like to put it like way out there, something like that seems wayward and outlandish right now. I'd definitely like to meet King Charles. He's still alive for the most part, and well, um, long live the king, as you would say. So I'd definitely love to meet him. Um, and what's another one? How about an actor? Margot Robbie. I'd love to meet Margot Robbie. Um, another one. Johnny Depp. Okay, actors: Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, Leonardo DiCaprio. Then I'm set. I'm cool with that. Okay, Firestorm, how you doing? Hi, Firestorm. Really, I'm good. Thanks. And where do I come from? I come from South Africa. That's where I'm from. And then to Vlad. Ooh, pink. I'm so glad you like pink. Pink is a cool color. You know, for me, like really, like, and this was in my art classes, right? Even saying to Brandon, um, whenever we would like use now like different shades of like colors within the color scheme, I always liked it when I took red and I put it with a bit of white. For me, red was just like too much. So when you added white for a lighter shade of red, you get pink. And I'm like, I like it. I don't know. It suits me. It makes me feel okay. Like it's not as brashful. You get what I'm saying? And then, true, Paul McCartney, eh? Definitely Paul McCartney. Um, I do like the Beatles. And you know, this is the funny story actually. While I was in Europe, in Portugal, there was a friend of mine, his name was Marcus, and he had the actual George Harrison style guitar. And the weirdest thing, this guy looked like John Lennon. I promise you. Like he wore the same glasses and everything. I'm like, and then I actually had like a John Lennon, Paul McCartney T-shirt at the time that I was wearing with some of these like small bands that I was just playing around and in and with. I wasn't like anything serious. And yeah, I'd actually like to meet Paul. That's a nice one. He's a chilled guy. That's what I like about Paul. He's mellow. That's the word. And then Melissa Sigma. I like how Melissa just put Sigma there. It's like, yeah, Sigma. I like that name. I had a good friend named, well, tennis friend named Melissa. She was cool, and I'm sure you cool too, Melissa. And thank you for putting it out that way. And then Firestorm, you can speak Dutch. We are from the Netherlands. Oh gosh, Firestorm. Oh, you remind me of this dude that I was playing tennis with in Europe, in Spain. And when he found out I was from South Africa, he's like, "Oh, so you can speak Afrikaans, right?" Well, Afrikaans and Dutch. And I'm glad that you're from the. Okay, look, I don't speak Afrikaans that well. That's my mother's side of the family and my grandparents. They can, and even my aunt and uncle. They literally living in Netherlands now. They immigrated in 2023. Well, my uncle went there in 23, and then my like I can't like my English isn't if I would speak Afrikaans, but like for me to like get what you're saying, it was a bit tricky. I couldn't get that right, to be very honest. Afrikaans was just okay enough for me to do at school, and I passed with good marks. But yeah, speaking Afrikaans to Dutch and then trying to understand Dutch is a bit difficult for me. I grew up English. I grew up English, and then I also grew up Portuguese, and I can speak a bit of like, well, I speak mostly Portuguese, Italian, Spanish, and then French. So all those languages I can speak, but and that's from my father's side of the family because my father's Portuguese. So hence the reason I can speak Portuguese easy and I can understand it, which is cool. But yeah, um, if I'm in the Netherlands and then when I'm playing more shows and you guys come to the shows, you can help me with my Dutch. How about that? We'll make it just easier. That's okay. Yeah, I did notice from my side, Firestorm. Like it literally stopped and then it said reconnecting and then it came back on. But yeah, now it's back online, which is good. You're writing a song called Traveling Circus. I need help with it. Could you listen to it and give me feedback? Yeah, sure. Definitely, Brendan. Sure. If you can, I like the name Traveling Circus. Definitely Firestorm. Very cool. Very, very cool. Um, what you can do, go to Instagram, okay, and then search Golden J Rosa, because this is just like the YouTube channel. Like I said, it's the experimental YouTube channel J Rosa, where I really got bring you guys in on the behind the scenes. I don't like doing it like where it's happened and then I put it out there and then the fans only see it afterwards. No, I like trying to have it incorporated in real time as best as I can because already like with the first album, the second album, a little bit of the third album, it's been like doing catch up, and I didn't want to have that for the fans. I want the fans to be somewhat in line with what I'm doing in real time, and I'm sure you can understand what I'm saying. Like you write a song, maybe 2 months, 3 months, whatever, and then when you release it, it's like 6 months on, and then like 6 months you're already like in a different place in reality, and then when your fans see it or whoever you want to see your music, they have to like catch up that 6 months with you. So hence my reasoning for doing like Roads to Sundays and even the live streams on the Fridays. So yeah, go to the Instagram handle and then search Golden J Rosa. I know it's inverted. And then yeah, send me a DM, even if it's just of the track or the link of where you recording your music. And I'll have a listen. Seriously, it'll be cool because right now I'm actually managing one artist's social media account. Um, as per Golden J Rosa promotion. So obviously, I'm main artist putting out my um, music the way I see fit. But if there's any artists that like want advice or actually pay me for the services that I do for my own brand, I'm willingly doing it as well for those that like ask or want or slash need it. Then yeah, this is the fee. I do whatever, whatever. But for now, this is just a demo and I have a listen, so it's cool. So there's no money involved. Yeah, total pleasure. It's a demo, so not so brilliant. Seriously, don't worry, Brendan. Like, this is the reason why I put this YouTube channel, right? I put some demos out in 22 and 23, and even some covers, and I put it so raw, like because I want my fans to understand, like in many ways, that when I put it out there, I like doing things raw and uncut, but then you can see that when I do polish it up a little bit, I really don't steer away from the core idea as best as I can because because that's the point. It's got to have some human emotion and authenticity, I believe. So yeah, definitely search GoldenJRosa on Instagram, and I'm very very active there. My team and myself are very active there, and I often check in a lot myself. Hence, like I said just before I started this live stream, I was busy with the other phone. Hence why I'm like checking everybody's comments and chats here on this phone. Usually I do it on the other one. And yeah, once you send it and I have a look, I'll just listen, and yeah, we just keep communicating from there. It'll be good, and trustfully you get the song to be the way you want it, and it'll be good. Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure, Brendan. All the good, really all the good. I like it. That's yeah, it's nice. And I'll definitely eagerly be anticipating the release of wherever you go puts out the demo, and which way ever you want it to grow, which is going to be great. Definitely much so. This is good. Yeah, this feels good. Really, it does. Um, yeah, that's the most part, and I've already been showing this one. The debut album. Yesterday was one day since it released. Well, a month since the album released, and the growth of it has been seriously so cool. Really, really cool and quick, like very quick. So yeah, that's three posters down, and then we'll talk about the rest in a bit, which is brilliant. I'm loving it. Fellow fans and musicians are also putting out their music, which I'm loving. Seriously, all the best for your album, Brendan. I'm so happy to hear that, and thank you. I really thank you. Yeah, that first album had a lot of material from when I started, when I was like 15. Just yeah, I started when I was 15, especially then. That was my thought patterning about. I was like literally like Slash and Steven Adler. It's like, hey, we're 15, we want to put a band together and this, that, and the other. Well, it was just me to myself, and I was like, okay. I watched AC/DC, I watched Metallica, I watched Guns N' Roses behind the music and those documentaries. I really want to put a band together. And I went around a couple of people I knew. At the time, it was just my guitar teacher and a few family friends. And then yeah, that guitar teacher eventually like turned into my manager, and I did session work for studios, and then I met more artists, and then later on I just convinced my managers like, hey, let's start a band, and then we started a rock band. From there, like that's how the journey started. So this first album I had like literally experience, adventures, life lived for about 10 years myself on my own journey, and a few like of a few people that were in my formation at that time. And then yeah, like the one song called Heaven Sent, that's very much R&B, um soul, and it's something like my grandfather would like. It's like for any grandparents would like that type of a song, and that's why I put it out like that. So it has a little bit of me, it has a little bit of what like every age demographic would enjoy, and I'm so glad I did it that way because yeah, it can resonate with everybody. But with the albums moving forward, it's definitely in the direction and the taste of music that I like, and that's the dream. I started that one as the roots and the foundations, which is good, nothing wrong with it. But moving forward, it's definitely going to what I enjoy listening to, um, as a person, and the music I liked listening to just before I became an artist and a musician and all this. And now being able to write the music that I like is really cool. Chords or lyrics? First, what's your way of writing? Hmm, good question. For the song like Perfect Age of Rock and Roll, that's an easy one. I can say that one. That one started with the music. Okay. And sometimes like it starts with the since I like rock a lot. And sometimes rock leading into pop rock. It starts with the riff. And I know I'm like referencing Zach Wild here now. But again, and even Slash. It's like it usually starts with the riff. So for me it starts number one with the riff, and then sometimes somewhere oddly here and there, if I'm just playing on the guitar, it just comes out. It can be chords, it can be a lick that I was just jamming on, and even Kirk Hammett said it as well. It's like you gotta have a good idea, And for me, it truly starts with that idea. Usually, sometimes it's consciously thought through, and then at other times it's just so subconscious that um, I don't even think about it. I could like literally there was this one riff that actually just spawned from like a thought. That's actually on the second album. I didn't have a guitar in my hand. I didn't have anything near me, and I just started singing this like melody. I'm like da 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 da. Da. That was so spontaneous, and I went and I got the guitar and I followed the idea through, and from there the song just came into being. I was like, whoa, this was cool. Like that was seriously fun. So as I evolved as a musician and grew as a musician, I had some like instances like that where it just came like from a thought. And then other times it would be if I have the guitar in my hand, and other times it would be just if I'm lollygagging around with the guitar, like not even consciously trying to write, I'm just playing around. And yeah, like it's been interesting, but I must say my favorite way of writing, and I agree with this from Axel, I like writing the music first. I completely like writing the music first, and from the written perspective of like the lyrics, I always like having a title idea name first. So when I have the name, then I know what I'm writing the music to, then somehow the two correlate, and then they become one, and then from there I write the lyrical composition down. But for the most part, I will either start with a title name that will be the theme, and then I'll write the music. Or I'll write the music and then I'll think of a title name that would fit that idea. And then from there, like it just comes together. And is touring tiring and rewarding? Honestly, for me, I have a different outlook for on touring. Largely for the fact that I did touring with my tennis, and with my tennis, like we just had to suck it up and make it work. Like there was no like pity parties that some people would like. I noticed in the music, some of them do enjoy it a lot and some of them don't. And when I was doing it with tennis, I was just doing it because I needed to play every tournament. I didn't care where the tournament was, if it was in England, if it was in South Africa, or a different city in South Africa. I had to play because I needed to get the points and to grow my ranking. And for me, my dream was important to make real, so I did it. And what was rewarding after the fact when I was done with it, and then I took rest and the results started showing, I was like, cool, I'm glad I did it. But for me, with my music, touring specifically, it just made me think of like when I was watching the documentary of Guns N' Roses. It's like, whoa, this is so cool. You're touring, you're playing in this country with your bandmates and your band and your music, and it's fun. And for me, it didn't seem as like restrictive with the tennis because my tennis was like very locked in. It's very locked in, very serious. Like you, there was not much fun with it. Where with me, with my music, I like music, and believe me, I love going around with like wherever I can go with it. But I really didn't find it troublesome. Like I found it so much more relaxing from my music front. It always felt like this, and even never mind just music, art. Like it always made me feel way more relaxing. And second to that, even before music came into my life, in terms of me playing it, like as a musician, my school had tours, and we would go for like a 3 day tour, a 1 week tour with your art, with your academics, with your sport, and then sometimes it was just a getaway tour. And I think I was already primed. Not I think I believe I was already primed for the touring like when I was very young. So thinking about it now, it really doesn't like phase me at all. Like I'm cool with it. I like it as long as there's good conditions and very nice, comfortable, good conditions to do the touring in. I'm happy to do it. Like really, I'm. I've gotten so used to it, so I'm cool. We are huge fan of Michael Jackson, so you got a lot of you. So you got a friend as MJ. That's really cool. You also make music together. Ooh, nice question, Firestorm. Wait, Firestorm is Donny. I remember now. Definitely. Donny was here the last time and it's like, hey, my name's Donny. I saw your one comment from the last live stream where you said you love my music. I definitely wanted to respond, and then for some reason YouTube just didn't save the comment as you still need to reply to. It just like wiped it out, but I could see it. So I'm very glad that you're here now on the live stream. Great, yeah, definitely. Oh, thanks, Donnie. Um, I am so glad that you guys are huge Michael Jackson fans, and I'm so glad that you saw some of that content. Hey, Schmitty, RL, it's seriously so cool to see you. Hello. And yeah, I'm glad that you saw that content because I had been working with the MJ team since the late, like towards the tail end of 23. And definitely I did a tour with them for the most part of 2024 and a little bit into 2025. Even now, I'm still working with them a bit, but I'm going to start wrapping that up come June because Golden J Rosa is growing a lot. And yeah, I there's many reasons why I did that with the MJ team because my mother's the MJ fan. I like Michael Jackson's music, don't get me wrong. Um, but I'm not like the huge fan like as my mother is. My mother is like I like Guns N' Roses. If you give me a choice between Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and Michael Jackson, I'll go for Guns N' Roses and Metallica, right? So Michael isn't as prevalent for me, but it was and is for my mother. So that was why I did it. I was like, okay, cool. Let me make this happen, and then for my mother's sake, like, oh wow, you see, my son is playing there with this Michael Jackson team and all that. And I improved the show in many ways, which was really, really good. I'm glad for the fact. Okay, Shimidi. It was cool to see you pop in and say hi. And then now you're saying bye for now. But it's cool. Have a good day. Enjoy whatever you're going to be doing. But thank you for joining on the live stream for this little bit. It was nice. And yeah, hey, this is me. Um, we did some really cool shows in the theaters with the Michael team, and then festivals as well. In 24, we did this Portuguese festival, and it was really great. Like we played to like almost 3,000 people, which was cool. And then yeah, um, what was I gonna say with that now? Oh, answering the question: do we make music together? No. So they don't record any music. They don't do any originals, and like obviously, like what I'm doing is all my original music. They only just do the Michael Jackson tribute show, which is cool, and yeah, it's nice. It's something nice for fans specifically that enjoyed Michael Jackson, the real guy, and the legacy he had created, and obviously with his music and who he was as a person and as an artist. Like he really resonated with a lot of people. And this was the crossover in terms of how I joined that team because Slash played with Michael Jackson, the real Michael Jackson, for a couple of albums, like from Dangerous. That album was giving to me, and this is like how it crossed over into my world because when I was 4, I saw that music video, and I wasn't so fascinated by Michael, but I was really fascinated by this guitar guy who was playing, and he had this like look about him, like with curly hair. My hair is curly, as you can see. Um, but I just like I do what Johnny Depp does in like all his movies. He creates these characters and looks, and you wouldn't even know it's Johnny Depp. And it's like for me, definitely Johnny Depp is like a very big influential actor on me, on how I do everything. And yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yo, this is really cool. I like it. Then as I grew, then yeah, Destiny had it. I would be doing it the same way Slash did. And long story short, before I met them, I'm like, listen, this is what I do. Um, to the guy who does the Michael Jackson tribute because he met my mother, and even like a different like tangle of like how life is. It's always bobbing and weaving. There was this dancer that used, well, dance instructor that used, even before I met the Michael Jackson guy that you saw in the videos. Um, his name is Wesley, and he was this dance instructor heavily influenced by Michael Jackson. And again, my mother, when I was young, I was 6, she's like, come along to the dancing. So dancing wasn't really a big thing for me, but all these people that were intertwined with Michael Jackson and his music and all that, like played a significant part in my life. And that's like how all of this came together. And with me playing guitar and learning guitar and then really becoming good at it, I approached him and listen, I saw your show, it's really good. And then, yeah, let's make something happen. And since I joined, I literally brought that element the way Slash did with Michael, right? that more rock edgier feel, and the song Giving to Me. And then Slash did like a couple of the shows with Michael for that tour when Guns N' Roses was doing Use Your Illusions. And then I think it was just the Invincible album where Michael had Slash record like guitars and write songs on that album. So that's pretty much what I did for them, which was really cool. And then like Slash that he went back to his world with Guns N' Roses and while Slash the Snake Pit at the time. And then his own music, it's the same thing with me. I was doing that before I met them. And then even now working with them, I had still been like I said, producing my original content to the point now where the album is out, everything's out now. I'm definitely going to yeah, go fully into my brand and album, but they're good people and I'll always be around there for them when I can. So yeah, um, total pleasure, Donny. Total pleasure for sharing the information. It's cool. It's really cool. Johnny Depp is also very cool. I do agree. Like I love him. I love him a lot. Especially like him and Helena Bonham Carter. They like such a cool fit on screen, and then with Tim Burton, it's amazing. Like seriously, it is. And Sonic Plays, hello! I'm so glad that you joined today for Rosa Sunday. Seriously, it's amazing. And did you see on Friday? I like literally rescheduled that show so that you'll be like. I know how it felt like when I was in school and there was something I really wanted to watch, and it was at the time when I was at school. I was like, oh, it's not so cool. So when you said, oh, you're at school and you'd really like to be watching the live stream when you come back from school, hence why I rescheduled it, just so that you could make it on Friday. No, it's cool. You joined. I saw you. No, I saw your comments, and then even one of the fans, like, what was his name? It was so quick because I needed to do it quickly. He still interacted with you, and he asked you if you're okay, and you introduced yourself, and then you still said you needed to go get food. I saw your comments, and literally that whole live stream towards the end I mentioned you, Sonic, so don't fret, it's totally okay. I'm so glad that you at least were able to make it, and yeah, for the most part see the live stream scheduled at the time that you had also requested, and thankfully it fits into my schedule because by the time I was done I didn't even have time to look through like any comments that you had said because I had a show to do at Chicago's that evening. So I literally packed up the live stream setup, and when I was done, then I headed out. And yeah, what's your acoustic guitar, Mick? I don't have acoustic guitar, Brendan. Um, my first guitar that was an acoustic classical was a Yamaha, and then I was looking around at acoustic guitars for some time, when I went because I prefer electric guitars. I really like electric guitars. I'd rather play electric guitar clean than have an acoustic guitar. But acoustic guitars are nice. If I have to choose one, I'll definitely just choose a Gibson Les Paul acoustic version. Like I'm not that over the acoustic guitars. They're nice. Like really, they are very nice, and I do like the sound. But yeah, I'll just go for Gibson, a standard Gibson steel string acoustic, and then like one nylon classical because that was the one I started playing on. Yeah, even Epiphone. Epiphone, like Epiphone is some of my electrics that I play with. So definitely, I agree. Definitely, definitely. And then it's what you're saying, Sonic. Can you do it like you sleep at 9 p.m.? Oh wow, you sleep later than me. I sleep way earlier, because of school. Understandable, and you can't have your device because of your mom. That's also understandable. Um, I like the way you like that's boring. Hey, parents, what can I say? Parents are gonna try and do what they believe is best for their children, even if sometimes if you don't agree. But I'm so glad I'm past that stage because now I can do not really what I want to do, but learning the lessons from why parents want to do that or needed to or felt the need. But I understand a lot of truths for myself that align with what parents had said. So I just recreated my own truth in my own way that somehow aligned with parents and then they're cool with it. You get what I'm saying? So I need to do Y math and English. I want to homeschool. Oh, please do well in math and English. Definitely, please do. And then homeschool is also nice. I did it for some time, especially because I was playing pro tennis, so I needed to be on the tennis court, and my schoolwork like needed to fit in and around that. But yeah, if that's the most part of what you want to do, and you can like really focus on your homeschooling, you can do very well. That you really can. So yeah, just also dedicate yourself to that, and I'm sure you will be doing very well. Just yeah, just apply yourself. Really do. So I can watch your weekly streams. Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you, Sonic. Really, that is amazing. And I can learn at home instead of public school. Yeah, like the terrain is so much more different now than what like okay. I was part of that last generation that like really went to school in a school building before the like internet infrastructure got really good. And then at the time when we used to like hear of like it wasn't a lot, there was a couple of students that used to do homeschooling. They used to do well, but then they were like somehow isolated because they didn't have like a lot of interaction with like other peers. And then with the internet now, it's like slightly different because you can even interact with your peers online. But at that time, for anybody doing homeschooling, they always miss the fact that they could not interact with like peers, and they would always tend to come back to school where there's a classroom, right? And now in recent years, like obviously with the internet being really good and all that, you can do it at home, and then likewise, like look, I'm talking to like how many people just via the phone. Um, the cards are different. Like the cards is way different in the Uno game. You can. I don't oppose it. I did parts of it partially myself, and it can work. And I was on a different continent, so Sonic, trustfully, if you can convince your family to help you out with that, it would be great. So maybe, and then again, you just dedicate yourself to it and get the results that you want, and then yeah, you'll be happy. Your parents will be happy, and that's the outcome that you actually ultimately desire, which is good. And then, ooh, this is somebody new. M Rider, hey, have you got your guitar? I always miss your streams. M Rider, it's so cool seeing you. Like you, somebody new. Um, thank you for like seriously sending in the chat like response like that. It was really cool. Okay, I don't have my guitar now, and not on the Sundays. Unfortunately, how come you miss my streams? Like that. That's not cool. Like I can see you really want to see the live streams. Especially when they're live. So no, I've got my guitar inside, but on the Sundays it's just like me and my fans. We just interact. We have like a good conversation. You guys chat with each other. You chat with me, and yeah, it's pretty much just like a chill. And then I share about like the things that's somewhat will happen into the future to come. And then yeah, that's the majority of Rosa Sundays. We're just clean, uncut, and raw, and just like somehow one on how many ever fans is on the live stream. Sometimes like the last live stream was like 1,000 something, and then other times it was like just 100. So like there wasn't like consecutively like just in totality, which was cool. Okay, let me get to you, Sonic. School education today is so bad. That is true. I do agree with you. You like your new school. I'm glad that you do. And you repeated it great ever since, but it's too late because da 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 da. Ah, your mom signed you for private school? Okay, that's good. That is seriously very good. And yes, you may. Just send me a DM if you've got Instagram on your phone, on GoldenJRosa, and then yeah, you can interact with me via there. I usually manage most of the content with my team, and yeah, you can have more of like a meet and greet and a conversation with me on the Instagram chats, which is also good. And then because I have lots of stuff to do, I can believe that. Definitely, I can. And that's good. Like, seriously, that is very good. Well done, Sonic. Okay, let me respond to M Rider. Followed your progress and I've been a fan for a while on my Guitar Rig 101 account. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that's so cool. Thank you, M Rider. That's amazing. I'm so glad that you have been seeing my progress. And thank you. That, like, really warms my heart to hear. Um, I work a lot, so I can't always make it to your streams. Hopefully soon. Time it better and I'm able to watch. Oh, great! Seriously, M. Like I'm just gonna refer to you as M. Yeah, like it's such a cool name, M. And that is very kind of you. Like seriously, that's very kind of you. Yeah. Hence why I said this was the point of me setting up this YouTube channel, specifically this one, because I've got the official account, but this one is like just gives me that one-on-one on fans that knew me when I was doing my work and like sharing my content on Instagram, and then like I just migrated everything to here. So everything I did on Instagram, everything I did on this platform is all in one place, so that we don't have to like look around. And yeah, now that everything is here, you like can consequently see how I grow and progress with getting the album, putting out my art, and etc. 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 And yeah, that's pretty much where it's at. I'm so glad it's starting to receive it that way, which is it makes me happy. It really does. And yeah, trustfully you can time it better. Like seriously, like even if you can just let me know somewhat how your work schedule is, because like this Friday's past live stream, I actually rescheduled it for Sonic because Sonic was at school, and she, well, he or she asked if I could perhaps do it at 3:30, and thankfully I did. And I was able to because 3:30 just for an hour. I was able to do the live stream at that time for Sonic to watch for whichever time frame he or she could make it at, and then when I was done, then I headed to the show that I had for the evening, and then yeah, just see because usually on the Fridays I do it at 1 o'clock. I have this Friday live streams of like obviously performing and showcasing at 1, and then the Sundays as well. I start at 1. Just for the Rosa Sundays. But it will be great if you can. But just let me know how your schedule is, and trustfully if you're still in the same time zone as me, and then yeah, we can schedule one so that you can even make it during a live set, which will be really amazing. I know what it feels like to actually want to see your art, like artists that you admire or enjoy at the time when they're actually live, and I'll do my best for my fans to do that. So yeah, seriously, just let me know, M, and how it goes. Cool. And I have to be 14 to 1, 18, so I have to be 14. Don't read. Okay, I won't read the mistakes. That's fine. So, okay, I get what you're saying, Sonic. No, that's cool. Seriously, just give it your best, and yeah, see what you can do for the most part of where you're at with school, but just apply yourself. Like I know definitely sometimes and most times, like the environment and the place where you're at does play a big significant role. But if you can very much be very convicted in what result you want for you, you can make anything happen. Doesn't matter in terms of the surroundings, the tools that were given to you, if they're great or not. If you really want something and you believe you can make it happen with whatever means that is given to you, you will get that result. Seriously, you will. So yeah, just go for it. Like, and you've got my support. You've got it. Okay. Hey, Brendan. I have a 1962 Hofner bass and a SRV replica Fender guitar. Ooh, that bass is a nice bass. Hofner basses are nice. Yo, and even the SRV replica Fender guitars are nice. Like I played a couple of them some years ago. They're really, really good. That's a nice guitar rig that you got there, Brendan. And you're gonna use those ones to record like traveling circus, or have you used them to record traveling circus? Okay, who is this? Somebody new. Flames of the Phoenix NL. Oh, this is so cool. Flames of the Phoenix NL. And I just finished record a song for the third album titled Phoenix. I'm loving this. Okay, let's what you said. Hi, buddy. I am. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. The boyfriend. Okay. Pleasure meeting you too. Oh, wow. That is so sweet. That is seriously so sweet. Okay, I don't know what your name is, but I'm just gonna refer to as Flames of the Phoenix. So Donnie, your boyfriend, um, Flames of the Phoenix. A pleasure meeting you, and thank you for such kind words indeed. Oh, thank you. Really, I just do me, and I know my mind can be very much imaginative. It's not something new. But I'm sure as you all getting to know me and the content that I put out and how I do my creativity, yeah, um, I'm just pretty much creating a world that I enjoyed when I was like a toddler. And to have everybody feel safe and comfortable from different backgrounds, who they feel they are, is all welcome. And yeah, if I have to like describe it this way, like I feel like I'm creating my own version of Disneyland. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome, and I want you to all feel safe and welcome and have fun. And if you enjoy my music or maybe one of my art or whatever, I'm glad. And really, that is so cool to hear. So that was very nice. I'm so glad. And ding ding and Sonic. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, there's a Concentra 6. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's okay. Whoa, that was a lot. Okay, you left that in 2025. Okay, I'm reckoning you saying that for the previous ones, but fine. Okay, Sonic. That was quite a bit. That was cool if you want to create that app. That's really okay, and I understand. If you only got the one for now, that's also cool. Can I live stream at 2:30 p.m. on Saturday? I can do that. That I can. Um, and then okay, I'm glad that you're in the same time zone, which is also very good. Just have to make sure on that. Okay, that's a thought. I didn't really consider Saturday because yeah, I just like I said, this is very much being experimental, especially first to um get the first initial live streams out so that I can definitely see which times work best for everybody to be able to be on the live stream when it's live. But obviously you'll just also catch up when it's on the channel itself. Um so yes, we can on a Saturday, do 2:30 p.m. I'm sure we can do that. And then yeah, that's perfect. We can do that. Okay, you're getting lots of questions. So I'm gonna awesome. Oh, cool, Brendan. No, seriously, that's perfect. Thank you for being on the live stream and enjoy your cup of coffee. Yeah, I really am getting a lot of questions. Eh, this is insane. Um, it's good. No, but it's good. Like seriously, this is to the point where it's I had anticipated it to come. So it's a lot of interaction with everybody, and I'll do my best as best as I can for everybody, which is very good. Okay, 14, 15. It's English. Okay, you are Bay Up. Bay Up, yes, I speak English. Yeah, I am English and I speak English every day. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Friday, what about Friday? Grammar. Friday is still the same. Friday is definitely still 1 o'clock. So the exception I made for you, Sonic, was this past Friday. Even if we want to do another one this coming Friday at 3:30, I can do that. Sure thing. Um, you made me to drink tea. I made you to drink tea. Oh wow, how cool is that? And then okay, cool. You go do what you need to do, and this has like seriously been almost 2 hours again. This was almost like when Kevin was online, which was great. Like we almost went for 2 hours, which was really cool. Friday I might come back at 4 p.m. Okay, no, that's a bit late for me, but it's cool. That's why we got the Rosa Sundays. We can chat and see how your schedule is going for the most part, and then everybody else also however schedule they've got, we'll see. But I like obviously can't do it like specifically minute to only that time because there's a few other variables I just got to be aware of that is around me, like neighbors and like when the neighbors want to taper down and enjoy the evening. They don't want to hear loud noises and all that, especially I'm doing it outside. So hence why I schedule it at least between 1 o'clock to 3:30 latest, because by the time I'm done it's 4:30. Anything nearing 5 o'clock, then it will be okay, because then people come back from work and they just want to relax and all that. So yeah. Hey, you back? Oh, welcome back. And windy for me. Oh dear. Apologies for that. Cool. I'm gonna need to stop getting to the next one because this phone battery is going down, and I need it to charge. But then I'll see each other, everybody, on Friday, which will be good. Okay, this is Gemini, and I'm sure everybody's definitely getting familiar with this because I've been mentioning a lot with. Thank you, Donnie. You too. Have a very nice day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it was a pleasure meeting Wesley as well. Like seriously, it was you guys. You amazing. Seriously, y'all. So this is Gemini, and I'm sure you and Wesley will, yeah, definitely see you Friday. You and Wesley will enjoy the song. So this is my partner here. She's amazing. She's remarkable, and like this album was largely inspired by our adventures. And yeah, this will release February 1st, and then there's a whole string of other singles that's going to come throughout February and March. But this album will be scheduled to release on April 2nd. And yeah, it's going to be good. So I'll just wrap that one up there, and then I'll show you the official one with the distribution company. And then, yeah, it's on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube Music, Tidal, and so much more. Like seriously, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, like there's so many um, like stores and outlets where it's available on. Like it's really cool. Yes, indeed, Wesley, definitely, definitely. So yeah, I know for couples and partners and everybody, you will all love this one. This album was so cool with my Gem and I. Like we had such cool adventures to really make this happen. And yeah, it's gonna be good. So the pre-save link for Gem and I is available in this YouTube about, or you can search GoldenJRosa on Instagram, and you'll see the pre-save link for Gem and I, and then yeah, you will all have a listen, a lovely listen come February 1st. Great. Stay well, Donny, and to Wesley, and then likewise to Sonic. And thank you, Sonic, for downloading Apple Music to listen to um, my first album, and then obviously the music and albums to come, which could be very, very good. I'm gonna have to call it there for today because there is a few other things I need to do, and then yeah, have a lovely, lovely day, everybody.